Hello and welcome to Respect the Crit. I'm your host and game master, Ian Duncan. My pronouns are he, him, any. And I'm joined by some really great people, some great players, and some incredible friends. Please welcome Jamie Lee-Bonés.
Hello, I am Jamie, she, her. I play LO-RNA, the modified medical droid, they, them. ... We'll see who else I may be.
You contain multitudes.
Yes.
And also Alex Herrera.
Hello, I'm Alex, he, him. I play Beegax Botano, the Doug Slicer, also he, him. I don't have it in my deck, though. It's gone.
And with that, no personality whatsoever.
None.
Absolutely nothing else unique about Beegax Botano.
Your love of noodles, maybe?
Yeah, I could talk about Love and Noodles, but it's more of a show you thing rather than talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Susan Spenader.
Hi, I am Susan, she, her. I'll be playing Xelora, the Twi'lek pilot of the way. Also she, her.
Yeah, new job title. We love it.
Yeah,
We love
finally
it.
doing the thing that I created her for.
Gonna pilot this thing like a pod racer, and whoo boy, that's gonna be fun.
Eject some debris. Let's do some tight corners.
Pit maneuvers, drifts. Gotta love
like
the drifts.
bump
Tokyo.
the other ships. That's what you do in hyperdrive, right?
No.
Yeah, naturally. And welcome him back to the intros. Please welcome Xavier Trudeau-Deschênes.
Yes, it's me, Xavier. I'm back. Oh, it's so good to be here. I am Xavier, he, him, and I will be playing Carolus, the Gan Bounty Hunter.
I just wanted to say that everyone seemed to really enjoy the last episode, Xavier, and the reviews were incredible coming in. They enjoyed the whole episode, everybody. But Xavier, I do have a question. How are you going to exceed listeners' expectations?
I got a trick for that. I'm going to lower the expectations so hard today that then when in a couple episodes I rise again, it's going to be worth it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So just knock it all down with a wrecking ball and then just build it back up. Yeah.
I can't. My head's too big right now.
Here in the U.S., we call that the Kansas City Shuffle, Xavier. They look left, you go right.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, it's not real. I just made that up. It's from a movie.
Okay.
Well, speaking of making things up, why don't we make up our own movie, our own Star Wars film, and jump on in. What do you say?
Let's go.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Episode 76. A Doug, a Droid, and a Twi'lek walk into a bar. The crew of the Way have what they need from Ord Mantell, an illegal copy of a ship manifest giving the last known whereabouts of Dr. Azara, aka Dr. Pashrazar Avalera, a Chiss in hiding who may hold answers to Elo's complicated past. The Fearless Fringers have their coordinates set for Batuu, a world far on the edges of the galaxy, a final outpost at the border of wild space, and the unknown reaches beyond the mapped universe. With little to go on and a glimmer of hope, the crew of the Way set off once again, far from the core worlds, at the Empire's end.
We see a badly damaged ship, the Way, sparking and limping through space just above the planet Ord Mantell as it prepares for its journey. Then it jumps to light speed, leaving the bright jewel system behind for the outer reaches of the distant galaxy. You jump way far away, literally the edge of space, not somewhere where where you haven't been before, and the crew of the Way has been to the edges of space before, the edges of the known galaxy before, but this time in a totally new direction, in an area I don't think any of you have previously been to, mostly because there isn't a lot of reason for people to go out this far to this settlement. Before the hyperspace lanes were a thing, Batuu was kind of like the last place that you would go to. It's like the last gas station, you know, and certainly the last place you can hit before explorers and smugglers and danger seekers would go out into wild space, the unknown of the universe, totally unexplored darkness. And Batuu was sort of like that last beacon of light that you could hit before you were going out and could see on your return. But since then, with the hyperlanes and travel in the known galaxy, it hasn't really developed anything beyond that. It's not of any use for military outpost, resources, anything like that. There's very little interest here other than the sleepy settlements of the people and beings that live on Batuu. And as you come in, our camera is on this really kind of gorgeous planet. I know a lot of the planets in the Star Wars universe are sort of like mono-terrains almost. You know, it's like a lava planet or a desert planet, or, you know, it's got one sort of sphere of environment. But this seems like a planet that's got quite a lot going on. It looks like it has jungles and oceans and plains. There's greens and browns and blues. It looks almost welcoming. As you come in, you can see these like petrified forests that stick out above the landscape that are, you know, give the planet of Batuu its notable spires. And they're huge, like think California redwood size, enormous trees, all just petrified. Inside are these like the ruins of civilization, long gone, forgotten, like long before the settlers got here to Batuu. This civilization was lost to time and space. And you come in, and there's a couple of places that you can be here. There's of course Black Spire, which does have a small docking bay that you can put the way in. Fees apply and everything like that. And as always, you can set the ship down outside on the planet anywhere you want, but you know that doesn't guarantee any safety for you or your vehicle. Do the crew of the Way have any thoughts coming in as they enter Batuu for the first time?
Just get repairs. I think that's all Beegax is thinking. He's like, we gotta get this thing. We gotta land her safe. Get someone who's what they're doing and get her fixed.
Land her safe? What's that backhand comment?
No. I mean, like, land, because we have, you know, I feel like if I were to quantify the hole in the numbered system, I would say there's only one hole left before she blows up, is what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna damage the ship landing her.
You know, one errant asteroid or something comes in and bap, that's it, you know.
What's the nearest asteroid belt? I'll show you.
No, please.
Gerd does come up to, or approaches LO at some point and says, are you nervous at all about meeting Dr. Azara? How are you feeling? I'm just checking in.
I wouldn't say nervous. We have been chasing this for such what feels like a long time that even being here, I don't feel as if it's real yet.
There could be answers. I mean, There could be. I don't want to get your expectations, going crazy. She may not even be here. But we might be able to find something about her here. I'm nervous. The last time that we interacted, I told her I was going to destroy you, and obviously I did not do that. And I already took the credits, so, well, Borsk did, rather.
Well, let's hope that it's not just breadcrumbs this time, and that we do get answers instead of questions.
Is there an answer you're hoping for? I know that is a weird question.
I suppose it's more an explanation. Am I still glowing at this point?
No,
Or steaming?
You're not.
Okay,
You're not
it's
glowing
gone.
or
Okay.
steaming. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I was going to bring attention to that, but if it's not there, never mind. To answer why the fuck this is all happening.
If it's too much for you, just let me know. We can back off.
I'll be able to handle it.
I know you will. But I'm saying.
Thank you, Gur. I appreciate that.
And you come on in to Docking Bay 7. You're given the all clear, and as per usual, it's first you gotta pay a berthing fee, and then you gotta pay for docking. So it's gonna be 10 credits of berthing fee, $5 docking fee per day.
Robbery. Highway robbery.
Well, they're the best dock in town. You want to know why?
The only one, probably.
The only one.
Yeah.
I guess I would talk to whoever they got. It was the harbor master.
Yeah, where you coming from?
Far away.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, very far, very far. Look, she... And he looks up at the way. She needs a lot of love.
Ooh, yeah. Lot of love. Gonna be expensive.
Sure. Then he puts one of his hands up. Let's hold our horses here for a second. This is a very lovely dock you got here. All right, it's a nice business you got set up, very neat, very organized. And he looks around. There's like animals running around, like on the walls and stuff.
You see him just like, thank you.
Because I envision like where it's like part of like a jungle ecosystem or like a forest or some sort of wooded ecosystem. There's critters running around, I would imagine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So some sort of like lizard or something is like crawling on the wall, like looking around. And goes into some shrubbery above the open port.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, my manners. Beegax. He puts the hand out.
Good to meet you, Beegax. Snell.
Snell. Nice to meet you, Snell.
Yeah. Snell, human, dressed in overalls, human man,
Got it.
a little bit sunburned.
Now, Snell, is it safe to assume you have a staff here at the dock?
We have the best staff in Blackspire.
He looks around. Have you ever found yourself short of staff for whatever reason?
I mean, we every once in a while, but we usually try and fill in the gaps with some repair droids.
I'll do you one better here, Snell. I know the ship needs a lot of work, and I have the credits to provide some of that work, a nice chunk of it. The extra might not have it right now, so what I'm proposing is perhaps I work some of the debt off by helping you out here. I am a pretty handy mechanic myself when I need to be.
Oh, can you fix a ship?
I have fixed this ship sometime before. It's just that right now she's in a state where I'd need the true and tried, die-hard professional to get that done.
So I'm gonna need you to roll. Let's call this a negotiation roll, because I think what you're trying to do is for him to go above and beyond, right? Or is it to give you some repairs in advance?
I want to pay. Well, I want us to pay obviously for some of the repair, but I want them to do the rest of it just off the back of my work, because we don't have enough for the full hull repair.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. And we're gonna be here a while.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, roll me. Let's call it a hard negotiation check.
Hard.
And I'll flip a dark side point. And I'll upgrade one of those. So that'll be 2 purple and a red.
1 red. Yeah. Oh, not great. Oh, I knew it. 3 threats.
Yeah, so he kind of looks at you a little bit perplexed, and he's like, so let me get this correct. You want me to fix your ship all the way, but you don't want to pay me for all the labor that I'll be doing on it. You only want to pay me for a little bit, but you want me to do all of it.
You see, when you say things like that, it sounds awful. So we'll just pay for what you can do. And then I'll look to Elo. What's our budget, Elo?
We have 9. Well, since we just paid the docking and birthing fee, $9.95 minus 15.
980. 980.
Yeah.
All right, 9,000 credits to give us whatever that gets us.
Well, since I contributed to this, I'll throw down 1,000.
Oh, 10,000.
10,000?
That's 4 points, I think, of hull. Right?
Yeah, we're
500 per point, or is it 250 per point?
So it's 21 out of 25.
Yeah, so that's 20 points of hull repair.
Oh, I thought it was. So how much does it cost per point? I'm sorry.
500.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, my math is way off. I don't know what I was doing.
So it sounds like it'll be almost completely repaired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Snell is like, yeah, of course. We'll get our best people on it. And we'll make sure we'll get it back up and running. Get it back up and good. Now, some of the cosmetic stuff we might not be able to take care of, carbon scoring and all of that. Might have a leak here or two, but we can get it in pretty good condition.
Sounds good. Thanks. Appreciate it.
The rest you'll have to go to the dealership for.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
Don't go in the med bay.
Oh, yeah. Don't go in there.
I have a patient who is highly contagious.
Very contagious. It's been
Okay.
quarantined off. Don't go in there.
Enough said. Anything else I should know? Any peculiarities or quirks or anything about the ship? Or your living space?
I mean, I don't have any problems with. I think I sleep in like a hammock, so yeah, I don't really. There's no concern. No, I sleep in the quarters. I sleep in the crew quarters. No, nothing else. Just avoid the med bay at all costs.
You got
Highly
it.
contagious. Okay. I look at Gur. Is there anything else that we need to? I don't think there's anything else. Right.
Maybe ask him where we can find Dr. Azara? I don't know. That might be a long shot, but might be a long shot.
Do you happen to know?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I would ask Snell. Hey, we actually came into Batu looking for somebody as a doctor here. I would use the long name. I wouldn't use Azara. I would use the long name.
Patrizar Avalara.
Looking for a doctor.
yeah, close.
Probably butchered that.
What is it?
Pashrazar Avalera.
Avalera.
We're looking for a pastoral. He's gonna say it wrong. We're looking for a pastoral olive oil era.
It's a very unique name. Don't think I've run into anyone.
No chiss.
Not that's come through recently. I'm sorry, I don't have everyone memorized.
No,
Chiss,
that's okay.
Chiss, I think would stand out, but you know what? There is someone that I do know. They're real good at tracking people down, actually. A Gand. He's probably in the cantina, Oga's cantina.
Oh.
I mean, that's where I see him usually. Likes playing cards and stuff. Might be there.
Okay.
I think it's. I think the name is Carolus.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Snell. Take good care of her, please.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the guy's real good at tracking things down, like anything you want. So he might be able to help you. You might have to pay for it, but
Ooh. Appreciate it. I assume We walk as a unit, as a group, and I look at Elo and Xelora. Oh, so this guy can find anything. We could have really used him a while ago when looking for stuff, huh? But if this guy needs money, I look at Elo. I'm gonna give Elo this look like, follow my lead. I'm gonna wink a little. We seem to be a little hard pressed for cash. And you know the whole thing is the newcomer typically takes the brunt of expenses when situations arise.
So Laura's gonna give you a look.
It's almost like an initiation type into the crew.
A rite of passage, you know.
I just threw down 1,000 credits for repairs that on not my own ship.
Well, okay, look, I don't want to get technical, but when I flew the ship, it never was on the brink of destruction. It got close, but never like, you know.
Oh, do you still want to be in that Black Sun base?
Oh. You know, I think we should really talk about, let's split it. I think that's more along the lines of what we should be doing. Let's split the cost.
I thought this was a party, so shouldn't I be one? How many party members are there? Verse, Creed, Ultra,
Obram, his name's Obram.
Obram's retired.
Elo, so Rat,
Rat wants to
Beegax.
cut.
So I'm one of 9. So
Yeah.
I'll do a 9th.
Does Rat have a wallet? I don't even... I look at Rat. Do you have a wallet? Do you have a wallet?
He's freaking rolling in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he
Rat
just
is-
got like a fat wad of credits, like wrapped up, and it just like sucks into his body.
He was counting it as we're rolling out of the dock.
Yeah.
No, I don't have shit. All right, fine, whatever. Let's just at least talk to this guy first before we talk about how much he costs, because it sounds like this guy's a pro. Pros aren't cheap. At least the ones that we've hired in the past, or the ones I've hired in the past, have been pretty cheap and have not got great results. Let's put it that way.
Who, if anyone, are you taking from the rest of your crew?
Oh, this is the offboarding party, huh?
Yeah, you can select your party.
There's the party select screen.
I would say Verse stays because she's babysitter, like 100%. Verse
She'll make
stays.
sure they don't touch shit they shouldn't be touching.
Exactly. So
Gotcha.
that means we don't bring well, I don't know. Do we bring Obram? Because I don't want him on there.
Barney is guarding the med bay,
That's right.
so we're good there. I think we should leave Obram behind.
Okay, Obram stays. Verse stays.
Creed can come.
Creed can come. They're very intimidating. We could use that. And then Gur's already.
And Rat probably doesn't want to hang out with us anyway.
Nah, yeah, probably not. What about Gur?
He can come.
we
He
need
probably wants info.
We
And
need
he
him,
probably
right?
would recognize her.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
him.
he's invested.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
we got
then-
Creed and Gur. Creed and Gur coming with.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
You all make your way out of the docking area, and like there's traffic here and there's people moving and doing their daily business and everything, but like there's almost like a peacefulness here, you know? Like it's definitely not the previous cities that you've been to. It's nothing like the cramped space stations like the Ring of Kafrene with, you know, wall-to-wall bodies on it. People seem to be really chill, and I mean, people seem to be focused on their own business, but there's like kind of just a chillness here, and there's a lot of nature around, like you said, Alex. Like there are, you know, and it's not fully like incorporated into nature like Ewoks or anything like that, but like you know what I mean? But there's like it feels rural, I guess is the word, even for a busy outpost. And yeah, you come along to this cantina. Yeah, Oga's Cantina. And you can tell it's Oga's Cantina because there's a big sign out front that says Oga's Cantina Code of Conduct, written in Arabic in big red letters, and it's got a couple of things like do's and don'ts. The first is Kawakian monkey lizards are prohibited, no staring, No fighting, biting, or tearing off limbs. Take nothing, leave nothing. Clean up after your animal, creature, or droid. Wookiees, 2 drink maximum, no exceptions.
Wow.
Ogagera's approval needed for all deals, 10,000 credits and over.
What this is... I'm not a big fan of these discriminatory rules. 2 drink maximum for Wookiees? What are the size of the drinks, first of all? Because I knew a few Wookiees, and they 2 drinks is not enough.
Have you ever seen a drunk Wookiee?
No. Now that I
Oh.
think about it, no.
Yeah, you
Then
don't
you'd
want
understand that rule.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, to me, it's discrimination. Okay, I fight for everyone's equality here. All right, I don't care. You know, oh, this person is more aggressive when they're drunk. That's discrimination. That's discrimination.
Stereotyping.
Exactly. Thank you, Elo. I appreciate. Also, clean up after your animal or droid. Pff, excuse me.
That's just common courtesy.
Excuse me. My droid. Elo belongs to no one. So I don't understand what this.
Oh, I was thinking of rap.
First of all, there's a reason we didn't bring that bozo with us.
See, I wasn't thinking. And this isn't character. See, I wasn't thinking of LO. You're just normal. You're just.
That's such a I don't see color. That's like a, oh god.
Oh, are you a droid? I didn't realize.
I'm ready. This is already a big ick for me. I'm telling you right now. This sign, yeah, I'll abide, obviously.
The door is open and you come inside to a pretty rank isn't the word. It's lived in, I guess. It's grimy. It's a dive, but it seems like a dive that's ordered. You know what I mean? Like there's an order to this chaos a little bit. There is a droid in here, in fact, that is playing some music. It looks like a RX series pilot droid that is on the 1s and 2s and making just some like ambient bops to drink and do homework to, you know, just like a little background music. I mean, right away you get that this is like a place where people go who don't want other people looking into their business kind of feel. You know, that's the vibe you get immediately. But it's like Maz Kanata's castle, you know, like that kind of feel. Like there's sort of like a cheery, like cool, sort of like divey vibe, but like everyone's probably a criminal here, you know what I mean? Like or a smuggler, you know that kind of thing. There is a Gand in this establishment, and Xavier, why don't you describe to us what Caloris looks like, what he's wearing on his person, maybe give us a description of obvious things that you would pick up by walking into this cantina.
For sure. He is sitting down behind a table, sort of like leading a table, or at the middle of it, kind of like brightly well lit so that you can clearly see him. His face emotionless, a bug face, basically a roundish shape with 2 bulbous fly eyes, like these compound eyes that are bright yellow against his greenish carapace. He's wearing this armor, just a like regular padded armor, but it's like custom fit. There's some attachments, some custom made, jury rigged contraptions, and next to him, kind of like gently resting on the bench that he's sitting on, is a like really large blaster rifle that also has been heavily modified, just like leaning there in case he needs it. And he is currently playing cards. It's focusing his attentions on other patrons of this establishment. And in the middle of his face, which is very common to see on GANs, but is an ammonia breather that also acts as a voice modulator. Basically, you can't see his mouth. It's like embedded almost inside the plates of his carapace. He's just playing some cards. Very good poker face. for a Gand. He's very gangly. He's a tall bug boy we established last time. And
Oh yeah, very tall.
kind of like opposite to the Gans you might see more often. We're like a little shorter and stockier. It's kind of like a little taller, almost 6 feet, and like thinner. Ganglier is a good word. He looks very alien.
That's gotta be him.
Yep, I think you're right. Looks like the only Gand in here.
And what a Gand.
What was that?
And what a Gand.
Yeah, that's tall. He's pretty tall.
Tall drink of water, that Gand.
Easy, Creed.
Oh.
Relax.
Sorry.
This guy could be. We don't know if he's friendly or not yet.
I mean, don't shame Creed's taste. I mean,
No. That's great. It's great taste. I'm just saying, don't get too excited.
I was just saying he's tall. That's all.
Oh, gotcha.
You're right. I kind of think everyone's friendly until they're not, but that's maybe not the best way to.
I don't want to
about
crush
the
that spirit
galaxy.
in you. Keep it. No. Always have that. I want you to
It's
always
one of
have
your
that.
best qualities.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Keep it, please. Always have that.
And then Beegax kind of claps his hands. Okay. And then just saunters over to what I hope is an empty table.
It's not, right? There's a bunch of people there playing sabacc with him, correct?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's playing Sabacc.
Yeah, there's a few people. Game might wrap up sooner or later. There's a couple of seats open, though.
Okay, before we go over there.
Who's good at playing sabacc? I don't think I've ever played. No, wait. Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
We have.
And I had great beginner's luck.
Yeah, okay, so Elo's definitely playing. Xelora, you good at cards?
I've played.
Okay, Gur. I don't think I've ever asked you.
Yeah, I've played sabacc before. You're asking me if I'm good at cheating at sabacc. I
Yeah,
think that is
yeah,
the
exactly.
undertone. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I'm fairly good at that.
Okay, good. I mean, you're a spy. You should be pretty freaking good at it. I vote Elo and Gur, and then Xelora as backup. No offense, Creed, but I haven't seen you play cards, and I need someone who knows how to like play cards. But we could still act as running a distraction or something.
I like the pictures on the cards, though.
All right, perfect. You and I are gonna just sit back and look at the pictures then.
Aren't they just numbers?
Yeah.
They're neat symbols.
That's the idea. Doesn't
Okay.
have to go that way, but
Yeah,
don't
Gert looks to
Yeah.
Elo and he's like, okay, so we're going to play cards with this fellow and sort of strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not quite sure how to be subtle about the information we need.
Maybe we don't have to be if he's someone who's good at looking for someone.
That's true.
You take the lead, and I will keep my eyes peeled.
Sounds like a plan.
Beegax is gonna find a table near the Sabacc table, like a booth or something, and then he'll motion for Xelora and Creed to sit with him. He's like,
We're gonna keep a vantage point here. Keep eyes on him.
Cool. So the group enters as one unit,
That's all,
has
yeah.
a conversation, and then immediately splits off into not conspicuously at all.
Yeah, and to add to it, Beegax like finds a really tattered menu and just like holds it up in front of his face.
Him and
And
you and Creed.
Yeah.
Xelora has an exasperated look on her face. I'll take a round of drinks.
Yeah.
And he just quickly looks.
Ooh, wait. Yup nub. What's a yup? Yeah, yup nub. I'll take one of those.
Yub nub coming right up. Droid whirs around, big mechanical arm squirting fluids into glasses, calculating, what you can ingest.
Important question.
Yeah.
Does the Yub Nub come in the same collector's cup?
Oh my goodness. Let's roll the destiny die to see
Oh,
if that is what happens.
All right. Dark side is no, light side is yes, I guess.
Yep. Just straight sort of 50-50 chance.
2 light side extra.
Yeah.
Extra.
Means
large.
you can bring it with you. You can take it
Yes,
after.
I can take it after, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The Yub Nubs come in a novelty glass, and the tourism board of Batu, that is of course run by Ogagara, has unknown to Beegax and the rest of the crew away, but there has been a huge shipment of novelty cups that came in that nobody knew what to do with. But if someone could turn a buck, it's Olga, and she decided to turn it into a venture. Let's turn this straw into silk kind of thing, as like a buy two get a cup free kind of yub nub deal, not on these novelty glasses. You know what I mean? Remember Batu in a fun and inspiring way. So yeah, you get a everyone gets a goofy novelty mug.
Nice.
Yeah, Beegax looks at him. Oh, there's like 17 of them in total. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's part of a series. She's been releasing them like every week throughout the month.
Yeah. There's exclusive ones. Gotta catch them all.
Yes, gotta catch them all.
Nom nom.
Okay, cool. So yeah, LO, you're approaching this sabacc table.
Yeah, I think LO is going to, after the last hand, I suppose, is dealt and they're about to restart, LO will walk up to the table and just ask, are these chairs free? May we join?
We were just about to start a new round. You are more than welcome to join us.
And they'll take a seat.
Yeah, he looks around at Gur, well, at the rest of the people accompanying LO, which was just Gur?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right now, just Gur.
He nods his head as in acknowledgement. And he starts dealing the cards. And he just, almost under his breath, despite his modulator just acting as a loudspeaker, he goes,
This reminds Carolus of a funny joke he heard recently. A Doug, a Droid, and a Twi'lek walk into a bar.
he kind of looks over at the other table.
What brings you to Batu?
Actually, having it confirmed by yourself, we are looking for you, Caloris. Did your joke have a punchline?
No, you have offered Carolus a much better joke, you see. Usually, I seek the bounties. It is very rare that the bounties seek Carolus.
Oh my god.
No bounty. We're not here to collect on anything. We are just hoping that you may be able to assist us in our search for someone else.
He looks at the other people playing the game.
Let us call this game for now. The round was over. Leave your credits on the table.
But I was winning.
No, you were not.
Okay.
Okay.
This is easy. Easy money.
I know when I'm beat.
Good game.
One of them gets up and goes, "Hope you get your bounty."
Appreciated. Carolus is not giving up quite yet.
And he just brings all the credits closer, leans back in his bench.
Now we may speak unfiltered.
And you notice that the other there's a Bothan that has also not left the table too.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, sort of like.
Yes, I surmise you are also part of this request to Carolus. I do not have much information on the other people following you, including the Gran.
Oh.
But I am not interested in your bounty, if that concerns you at all. Do not worry. Carolus does not seek jobs that are extremely dangerous and do not pay quite enough.
Well, that's good to know.
That is very reassuring.
Additionally, the guild does not operate here, so I could not get paid anyway. So it is simply not worth Carolus' time. Your request, however, is interesting. If provided you can pay Carolus.
What are Carolus's rates?
I start at a rate of 1,000 credits flat.
We're 20 credits short.
Oh.
You may want to ask your friend Xelora.
Yeah, do we know what's happening? Or are we just still
roll me a perception check. I mean, you said you've removed yourself a little bit, so if you can hear over the din of this, let's call this a hard perception check.
I got a success and 2 threats.
2 success and 2 threats as well.
Oh,
So
twinning.
yeah, both of you can hear this, but Creed cannot, and so he keeps like,
What are they saying? What are they saying?
he keeps like asking for updates.
Creed, come on. Okay, you know what? Griff, why don't we just go over there? It sounds like this guy already knows who we are.
Yeah, and they're not playing Pazak anyways, so...
Yeah, Sabak.
Okay. Xelora picks up her drink and
Yeah.
just strides over.
Yeah, same with Beegax picks up his drinks. Like,
Creed, pick up your drink. Let's go. Don't leave the cup. We're collecting those.
Suddenly, you are surrounded by about three more beings that have come to the table, including this big Gran that you don't know much about.
Oh, this one's a tall glass of Gran.
You noticed.
You did. Good call.
You're very tall yourself.
Yes, game recognizes game. Please sit down.
yep, sits down.
Before going further into the payment discussion, why don't you tell Carolus about what you need from Carolus?
We have traveled quite far and already followed so many clues. We're looking for a Chiss, Dr. Zara, or Patrazar Avalara.
And your trail ends here on Batu?
Correct. We haven't been able to find any more clues as to where she might be.
Indeed, that seems exactly up Carolus's alley. If only we could settle a matter of payment. Because this is Carolus's specialty, Carolus is willing to make you an offer.
Oh.
Let us play, Sabak, for real. You win. Carolus works for free.
Huh. Wait, all of us play or just you two?
All of us.
That's a...
Those are some good odds.
Yeah, there's a lot of us and one of Carolus.
Yeah, gotta say, those don't favor you very well, friend.
Carolus plays the bad odds if Carolus sees good fortune in it. If Carolus wins this game, Carolus earns any credits you would earn as a split share, up to 10%, of course.
Okay. Well, let it never be said that we didn't warn someone about to walk into a trap, huh?
So yeah, Carolus deals the cards, deals some Sabak cards.
I don't know how to play Sabak or how to play Sabak in the game. But like, it's
I don't remember what
happening.
we did last time. I don't remember how it
Yeah.
happened.
Can I be honest with you? I don't remember what we did last time either.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I think what we'll do is we'll do some competitive rolls between everyone and their hands. Let's pick a skill. If you wanted to cheat, basically, you would have to roll something like deception or skullduggery or stealth or something like that, in order to adjust the difficulty of your roll. And if not, then I think we could probably roll. Well, skullduggery might be cards. We could do. Yeah, I think that seems good. Skullduggery or discipline. I think we could. I think you could also make an argument for that. If this is like poker, then there's like the 3 draws. So let's have that be 3 difficulties. So a hard, yeah. If you would like to reduce that difficulty, you could attempt to cheat, and that would be rolling against someone else's vigilance.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna try and cheat.
Do I want to cheat against our new possible friend?
Right.
Cool.
Gur will cheat. We'll
Gur's
make
gonna
that.
try.
He
Gur's
would-
gonna try and cheat.
He would cheat.
Yeah.
He would 100% cheat.
My stealth is pretty good, but I don't know Xavier's vigilance.
He's a bug. He's got
Dun, dun,
big old compound eyes.
Whoever has the higher success, like the most successes and the most advantages, will win the hand, basically.
4 failures.
Oh, that beginner's luck has run out.
I should have cheated.
Shit.
And Xelora,
3 successes, 2 threats.
Beegax,
1 success.
just 1 success. All
Just
right.
one, yeah.
Caloris, what is your vigilance?
My vigilance is 2 yellow, 1 green.
Oh, good thing I didn't roll against you.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Pretty vigilant.
Hey, that's like the one thing we don't have.
Yeah.
Want me to roll that?
No. I'm
Okay.
trying to. Gur is attempting to cheat.
Yeah, so he's rolling against what, 2 reds and a purple?
Yeah, so he's rolling against 2 reds and a purple.
Holy shit.
He does get just 3 successes.
Nice.
Let me roll for his skullduggery with a reduced difficulty. Oh, that wasn't a great roll, though. 1 success and 1 threat. And then Caloris, what did you get?
A wash.
Oh.
Okay. So that is a wash is a failure, so that means that anyone with successes has the winning hand.
All of
so
us.
me and Beegax? Or I
Not
guess
me.
mine had the most.
You just had the most. So you had a higher hand, probably the highest. one
Yeah,
at the table.
yeah, it sounds like Xelora has the highest hand at the table.
Yeah.
Sabak!
What a great game.
Yeah. So Xelora puts her cards down and then looks over to Carolus. It seems that we've won the game.
Yes, you have. Fair and square.
Mm-hmm, fair and square.
A deal is a deal. When does Carolus start?
As soon as you can, I suppose. If you have other affairs to finish before you can help us, that is.
Carolus only needs to settle matters with Olga and make sure that this is on the table, not under the table with Olga. I don't believe this is a 10,000 credit type of job.
Yeah, you know right away that this is beneath Olga. This is not business that you would need to bother bringing to her.
Perfect.
But you do know that you are also looking for a bounty here on
Yes.
on Batu. And I don't think we went over that. The bounty that you are looking for is a Deveronian man named Devrek Neminox.
Oh my god.
Oh, snaps. He's here.
Wait, who's that?
This,
Devrek Nemanov.
Is that a pirate?
that is a pirate.
He is a pirate wanted by a lot of people, including people who work for the guild, but the bounty has fallen to you through other means.
Oh, that's awesome.
We saved him.
We did save him.
Saving from me.
We broke out. We broke out of jail together.
How would you like to begin, Carolus?
We gotta go get word in the street. This is where the information is. So, Carolus would probably, lead the way. The crew of the way, into like the hot spots of this Black Spire place.
Okay, gotcha.
And start asking the locals around for this person or like any other information the crew would have, which doesn't seem to be much. But yeah, I was gonna go take the pulse.
Gotcha. So yeah, we cut to like a little montage here of Carolus. You know that she's a chiss. You know that she's a doctor. You've been given the name.
Yeah, just striking conversation and going to his usual contacts here. He's been here for a little while, so he's starting like he knows who's got the information, where the information kind of like travels, where it arrives, where it leaves, who needs a credit to help jog their memory.
Okay.
And like if that doesn't bring up anything, we'll need to get into more drastic measures.
Yep, gotcha. So why don't you go ahead? I would say you could roll me a negotiation check for talking with people, or you could roll me an underworld check if you're trying to like talk with, like maybe grease a few palms or talk to some some contacts here.
I was counting on Streetwise, but I'll do it.
It could be Streetwise as well. Yeah, it could be Streetwise as well.
Okay, I'll do this one.
Let's call it a hard difficulty, and I'm gonna flip a dark side point and upgrade that to a red. So that'll be 2 purple and a red.
2 successes and 1 advantage.
All right.
You end up talking to some locals. It takes a little bit of time, but a few of the people here have either run into this doctor who is treating patients. She's not in Black Spire. It's kind of like it's just outside of Black Spire, like in one of the little communities that are out there. There's some like farming communities and things like that are just outside of the like central busy spaceport. But yeah, she seems to be living out there, and she seems to not want people to know where she is exactly. General area, got it. You want to pinpoint? You might have to do something. You might have to do a little bit more searching.
Does your group need arrangements to get ready and walk outside of the settlement? We are going on a small expedition.
We check our gear, right? We have the rocket launch, the grenade launcher that Elo has.
Yeah. It was a gift.
Nice.
Beegax looks at his gear. He has his gun back. He feels nice about it. He's like, and the lightsaber that I believe it's the red one, right? It's the red lightsaber.
Yep. You do have a lightsaber, and you do have your pistol, disruptor pistol, is a bit damaged though.
Yeah.
You are a very dangerous group.
Oh, buddy.
Just want to make sure you know that.
You don't know the half of it, Chief.
Carolus knows about half of it.
Oh. Okay, maybe man.
Exactly half.
I think we're ready. Let me just radio the crew, and then he'll look for his comm that he used to carry around, but he realizes he's not the pilot anymore, so he doesn't have the comm.
Xelora flips it out.
Tell the crew. Tell them we're gonna.
Hey, Verse, we're heading outside of the city to track down, what was her name?
Doctor.
Azara.
I got it. Okay.
Dr. Azara.
Yeah. Check in. When you get there, just let us know that you're safe. You didn't, fall off any trains or anything again.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be there's no trains here. I don't think.
And he looks at Carolus. And he looks at him and says,
Hey, just Batu doesn't have any trains, does it?
No.
Good. All right, that's fine. Yeah, no trains.
Strange bunch.
Xelora's gonna look over to Carolus. You don't even know. They keep making references about incidences. It escalates every time. Thanks, Verse. Clicks it close.
Good luck. Hello, Fringers, Spacers, Rebels, and my scum and villainy. Thank you for joining me in the mid-roll. Not a lot to cover, just a bit of scheduling, really. Our next episode is going to take a short break from the story of our Fearless Fringers, but we're not leaving the Star Wars universe. We'll be doing a little something different for the winter holidays, and we've got a fun Life Day special planned. We're going to be trying out a different game, mixing it up, and then next year, 2024, we'll be picking right back up with our story. We've got some other incredible stuff planned next year, including some other games that we're going to be playing, some new campaigns, and some other GMs. Some brand new systems and stories, and some returning universes that we've played previously. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil anything, but we're really excited about it. We've been working on this stuff for a while, and we cannot wait to share it with you all. Next year is going to be incredible. Also, we'll be doing a little shuffling because, as I think that we've mentioned before, Jamie and Alex are going to be taking some time away from the podcast as they expect some new family members into their lives. So thank you for being patient with us as we support them with what they need for this big change in their lives. And, feel free to congratulate them, give them well wishes, encouragement, all that, on their social medias or in our Discord. I'm sure they would love to hear from you. And that's it. I'm excited to get you back into the episode because I've been waiting for things to line up and for the story to unfold from here for a long time now. And it's looking like we're going to see some of that and explore some of that. And I cannot wait to finally share that with you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for your support and your feedback. And now let's get back to the episode. You head out. The people around Black Spire call this Pekka, and it's just like if you think about, like the town, or we're going into town, and the little communities outside of that. That's what this is. Like Black Spire is the town, and you're going outside. So it's a little bit of a journey, but it's not. It doesn't. It takes a few hours on foot. Are you going on foot?
Oh, I mean, I think it'd be up to
I'm
Careless.
assuming.
Yeah, like
Careless does not have a ride. Either you provide it, or Careless is fond of walking. It's good for the spirit.
All right, well, I mean, how far is it on foot, Careless?
Not too long. How long can you walk? Just a few hours.
Ooh.
And the path isn't dangerous? We shouldn't expect to be running into anything?
Not more than on any other uncharted planet.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Got our answer.
Careless will lead the way, if this reassures you.
And he kind of like props up his rifle, and on top of it, there's kind of like this huge attachment that's just an attached general purpose scanner, and he turns it on like at all times now that you're walking, and he basically just uses it to calculate distances or see, like, there's motion sensors, there's like metal detector, life form detectors, like it's all in one.
wow.
That's cool.
And so he just uses it as like like navigation.
Wow, we did not have
apparatus.
this. This is a Swiss Army knife.
It is very convenient.
That's impressive. And normally if we have to go somewhere and we have to walk, we'll walk there and just hope for the best. Never really had anyone keeping eyes on before. I mean, it's just not to our fault. It's just not something we practice. I think Elo and I practice our,
Emotions like a gun.
that more than anything. Xelora's been pretty good about, piloting and using her sword and talking to people. That's something we didn't do before Xelora. We didn't really talk to people much. We tried. Xelora's pretty good at that.
Do not worry. Having all these talents separately is very valuable. In the case of Careless, having a lot of them to himself is more valuable. But do not blame yourselves for that. You are not in Careless's line of work.
I appreciate it. Wow, look at that. Positive motivational speaker, too. Add that to the list.
I suppose we'll follow your lead, Careless.
Gladly.
Careless starts with the first step.
Yeah. And
Roll initiative.
that is how all journeys begin. And moving into the Batu Wilds, like, you hear all kinds of life sounds, hear birds and animals, the scuttering of critters. Again, like a lot of the landscape of this place when you get out of Black Spire is, especially here, I mean, the planet it has a lot of variety, but there's these like massive petrified trees that you move through that are, monolithic, and they go way up, and they're at angles, falling over, and they create this geometry that you can move through the planet that a lot of the life here has sort of like built itself around. And nothing you don't come across anything threatening as you come into the settlement of Pekka. And there's a lot of, it's very small. It's mostly an agricultural community, and the hours go by. And
What time of day is it now?
for convenience sake, let's call it evening.
Now what do we look for? Are we just going to start asking around?
It worked the first time. That would be Careless's next plan of action, yes. However, it is soon to be night. Careless would also recommend finding a place to stay.
This town, this community doesn't exactly seem like it gets a lot of visitors.
Are you looking for a hotel or something?
I mean, it'd be nice to kick my feet up. Stretch them out instead of sleeping in a bunk. Not that I don't appreciate the bunk, it's just, it's a bunk.
Oh, Careless had sleeping outside in mind.
What?
Outside can be very comfortable, with your feet up and everything.
Beegax looks like horrified.
Outside with animals and stuff.
Careless will ask for a bunk for you.
I mean, if they have it. I can do outside. It's not a big deal or whatever.
Roll me a perception check, Beegax. Just an average 2 purple.
2 successes.
Yeah, you see definitively, like, this is mostly residential houses. There's no hotel in sight. There's no, you're asking to, like, sleep on the side of someone's hut, basically.
Yeah. Beegax looks back to Careless.
All right, yeah, maybe we do the outside thing. That's fine, but we should probably do it not too close to the community, right? I mean, I feel like this person we're looking for, if they get a hint or a whiff of us chasing them, they're gonna flee. Just out of their precautionary nature if they're hiding who they are.
Then we will follow and find them.
Okay.
You are in good hands. Careless is one of the best findsmen to come out of Gan. Not many have left the home planet.
Findsman. That's an interesting title you got there. All right.
I set up camp, I guess. I mean, wherever I can. Just like try to set up a little tarp with 2-stick shelter somewhere.
Careless didn't have enough credits to buy camping supplies when he filled his bag.
Oh no.
Yeah, that wasn't something I added either.
Yeah, I don't think any of you have camping supplies.
Yeah, just assuming he finds
No.
2 sticks. He has like
Just 2 sticks.
something like, looking through his bag, he's like, do I have a tarp? Like, he just pulls out like some sort of shirt or something.
I can just kind of put this up here.
Careless will walk to the village if any of you want to join. Please. But Careless will ask around for if we are allowed to sleep here and not be shot at, and also where our target is. Quarry.
Yeah, probably best not to call her a target when you're inquiring.
Force of habit.
Yeah, maybe I'll come with.
Yeah, so Laura's good with words.
As you see coming into it, you're in it already. It's like, that's kind of it. It's like seeing Main Street and then you've already passed it, like that's, you're in there. And yeah, people are like, putting up their tools for the day, that kind of thing. Most of them regard you with some suspicion because you're new faces, but not without friendly demeanor. And if you want to ask anyone, you could make this wouldn't be a streetwise roll anymore, but again, like, you could use or underworld, but you could use negotiation. You could also use medicine if you're asking about a doctor.
What about charm?
Charm.
Charm's
I would accept charm. I think you could make an argument for charm.
Yeah, I'm just friendly approaching someone and going, hey, is there a doctor around here?
Okay, gotcha. That would be Xelora making that roll, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just friendly approach. Oh, hey, yeah, we came to town because we heard there was a very skilled doctor. I was wondering if you knew where they were.
Roll me, we'll call it an average check, and I'm going to throw in a black die, a setback die, just because you are kind of a stranger.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
sus.
I am looking at 4 light side points. You have a
Oh, yeah, we have
wealth
a
of
bunch.
light side points here.
Should I just upgrade that?
Yeah, just burn one. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, so 2 yellow, a green.
Burn the one you can't use.
Yeah.
The one I can't use, yeah. Flipping light side to nothing, and it goes away.
Okay.
All right,
So
we
I
got
got 2 yellows, 1 green, 2 purple, 1 black. Sorry, guys. 2 failures, 2 advantages.
I think what they say is... You from Blackspire?
Off planet. Batting the lashes because this is charm.
And why are you coming to Pekka? Just to look for who?
We heard there was a doctor here. We have someone injured on board. They're quarantined on our ship.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have someone quarantined on our ship.
I know what you were trying to do, Susan. I know what you're trying to do.
I'm technically telling the truth.
Yeah. But what's the difficulty? Average?
Let's call that 2 average. I'm going to put in 2 setback die now.
Oh.
But your 2 advantages give you a blue die. 1
Okay.
boost die. So 2 setback, 1 boost, average difficulty for a deception check.
Flip one. Flip a light
So I
side.
got another one.
Do it. Do it.
Okay. Flip
And
one?
we're flipping
Yeah,
a light
sure.
side to a dark side?
Yeah.
Yes?
Flip it. Flip it.
Okay, I'll do it.
flip
All right.
I'll do it. So that's 2 yellow, 1 blue, 2 purple, 2 black.
That's a lot of dice.
2 successes.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay.
Light side always pulls through.
Except when it doesn't.
Except for when it doesn't.
Except for
yeah.
the last time, right before this.
You see this person's brow knit, and they seem conflicted, and they say, Dr. Pashazara Avalara wouldn't want someone who's hurt not to go unchecked. We got a doctor here. She's real good and real great person, so she's over there. She can help you with someone injured, but I gotta warn you, you better not harm her. She's been real good to this community and real good to the people of Batu. And real helpful. And she can help you out, but if you're here to cause any trouble, well, we're not just simple farmers. Not all of us.
I promise you, I have no ill intentions. And that's the truth.
Better be the case.
Roll anyway.
Roll deception.
As I'm holding a grenade launcher.
And Caloris just has this huge gun.
I'm scanning this person's life, their vitals.
They say, well, that better be the case when you leave, too. That's her place right over there.
Thank you.
And yeah, you see just a simple, just similar like these little huts here, you know, like probably Duracrete, just real simple, nothing fancy, sitting at the edge of town. You can hear it too. There's a lot of like little wind chimes and tinkling things and just sort of like little sounds of little pieces of stuff that has been hung up around here. Brightly pieces of colored cloth that are slowly losing their vibrancy.
I tell the group I located her, I think. And point out the hut she's in.
The light on.
All right, Elo. I mean, it's your show. You should probably take point.
Okay. If the light is on, I'm not waiting till day.
Yeah.
Just a moment. Carolus will make sure the time is right to enter.
And he's gonna just like hold his hand on Elo to make them wait. And he's going to sort of like almost like shut down, reach another hand in front of him and kind of like stay very still. And I want to use again, feel the air, feel kind of like the wind of this place and feel the force. And I want to feel I want to spend 1 force point to sense all living things, sentient or not, within short range, as we are close to this building. I want to make sure this person is there, that there's a person, or if there's more people in there.
I understand.
Using the force.
Carolus doesn't notice the force, maybe.
Xavier,
I wasn't allowed to roll a force character.
I wasn't either, and then I got it. It's just DLC.
I came in on season 3, baby.
Xelora, you're like one of the richest and wealthiest families in the galaxy.
Not enough, Ian.
Xavier, I need you to roll the destiny die for me, please.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Come on. This time it'll work. 2 dark side.
Oh, shit.
All right. You try and search the air in this Gand way, and when you have your hand on LO, you feel some very deep emotions. And LO, you feel a connection with Carolus, like suddenly, like lightning. And there is Carolus in your mind. There are green swirls, there is violence, and there is anger. You feel the connection between you, and Carolus, you can use your ability, but you would need to tap into this further as you have your hand on LO.
No, you know how this goes. Careless doesn't want to touch that. And actually, that might be what jolts him to stop entirely. Like these 2 dark side points, this is like from LO, and he's like taking his hand off LO. And he's pauses for 1 second.
Carolus could not assess if there were any living things inside the house, but LO, you probably do need to see a doctor about whatever is inside.
And that is why we are here. And Ello is going to start to step forward towards this hut.
Yeah. You're there at the door, maybe do a little knock, and you hear a bright voice from inside say, "Come in."
And they will. Slowly.
You walk through the door, this and like a party's worth of people just sort of like coming in to the entrance here. And you see a woman, a Chiss woman. She has blue skin, red eyes. She has like long, very black hair that's sort of like tied up. Inside, she's wearing sort of like, I mean, it's not doctor's clothes, but it's simple, but it's something that could be easily like washed and sterilized, and clean and very clean. And inside this place, it resonates with someone who works in medicine a lot. There's a lot of like smells and instruments here that are for people who are used to heal people. And she looks at all of you coming in all at once, and she like immediately there's like danger sense in her face, and she's like, "Can I help you? Who are you?"
Dr. Azara, I am LORNA, and it has taken me a very long time to find you.
Hello? I don't recognize you. I'm sorry. You look so different. Is it truly you?
It is, and I'm sorry that I don't recognize you either. I don't even really remember you.
I am so shocked that you're walking around. You said you've been looking for me. What? I'm sorry. This is. Please come in. Are these your friends?
Yes, this is the crew that I have brought with me.
Gur's like trying to hide in the back a little bit. He's like, hello.
Hi.
And she's like, Gur Tute? I remember you. It seems you've took my credits and didn't do the job. He's like, no. And I did a lot more. Hello, I'm so sorry. This is quite a shock to see you. I assumed you were destroyed. I assumed you were gone.
Not gone, but definitely have been through quite a bit. And I understand that you wanted me destroyed, but I have come here to seek some answers as to what is going on within me.
What do you mean?
Well, you created me, yes?
I don't know if I can claim quite that lofty of an accomplishment, but what do you remember?
I don't remember much before when Gur reprogrammed me to be the medical droid that I am now. I get flashes from a past that doesn't seem my own.
And you don't remember anything about me?
No.
It is so good to see you. For all the changes that have come about and all the things that you are struggling with. I don't know if I will have all the answers for you. I will do my best to provide you with anything that you need. That is my promise. I want to show you something. May I show you something?
Ella will nod.
And she goes into her room and begins to rummage around through boxes and stuff. When you have put away a memento and that you can't let go of, but it's not something you touch with everyday use, so it gets lost behind things and in inconvenient spots. She begins to go through that, and she pulls out a photo, basically. I mean, it's a projection. It's not like a piece of paper, but it's a projection, and it's 2D. And she gives you the photo. Inside it, as Elo looks at it, you can see a group of people that look like scientists or doctors. No faces that you recognize, except Dr. Azara is there in the photo. She's smiling, bright red eyes, different hair, and they're standing around two beings. One of them is a LOM protocol droid, and it's got that big bug head that looks a lot like Carolus, actually. Elo is able to recognize some of the chassis bits. Elo has changed a lot, but there are some bits here. And that LOM protocol droid is facing a woman, a humanoid, very pale skin, almost like ash, and she has dark coloration or tattoos on her, and they are facing each other. The woman, this very pale woman, looks like she might be asleep or under some kind of for some kind of procedure, and or Dr. Azara looks at you and says, "Do you recognize anything?"
Some of my glimpses from the past have shown being similar to this woman. And obviously that's you, and I assume this must be me.
Yes. Yes, hello. That's you. They're both you. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Respect the Crits, Empire's Edge. If you like what you heard, please consider supporting us by leaving us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts, or whatever platform you use. It's easy, free, and helps others learn about the show. Follow us for info, updates, and extra clips on our socials. We're on pretty much everything at Respect the Crit, or come be a part of our amazing community in our Discord. Beegax is played by Alex Herrera, who you can find at AE Herrera or on his Twitch channel, WadeWolf10. Elo is played by Jamie Lee-Bonés, who you can find at Jamie MF Bones. Xelora is played by Susan Spenader, who you can find on Instagram at SuzLaluz. Carolus is played by Xavier Trudeau-Deschênes, who you can find at XavierTD. I'm your host and GM, Ian Duncan, and you can find me at iDunks. The music in this episode is provided with license or permission by a variety of talented artists, whose info and credits can be found in the episode notes. Please support them by visiting their platforms to hear more of their work. The Star Wars role-playing system is published by Fantasy Flight Games. And remember, whatever the system, miss or a hit, you always gotta respect the crit. Thank you very much, and may the Force be with you.
And I wanted to point this out. I didn't know when, but like I feel like we're covering all our bases in terms of how a character is portrayed in the Star Wars movies. We got Xelora, it's like just a human wearing like cosmetic and prosthetics.
Yeah.
And we got Beegax, who's full CG.
I'm full CG,
and we
baby.
got LO, animatronics. And then we got again, who's just like a person, but like in a big, complicated, bulky, practical costume. I think we're covering
Practical
it.
effects costume. I
Yeah.
love it.